Welcome back. My next guest is Ann Lastova, PTSA president at McLean High School. Welcome.
Thank you.
Now, before we start, let's share with our viewers what PTSA stands for.
That's Parent Teacher Student Association. In high school, many times you'll see the S for students because we want them to be part of our organization.
Excellent. Now, some people might have their own idea of what a PTA or PTSA does. Tell us a little bit about what it does or what it should do.
I'm really glad you asked that because a lot of people think raising money for playground equipment and things like that, other fundraising ideas that we need to support. But that's not really what our mission is to do. We are to be a relevant resource for our families and our communities, and we are to be an advocate. So instead of going out there and raising the funds for the playground, we should first be advocating for it.
Excellent. Now, let's talk a little bit about your PTSA group. How long have you been the president?
We're only allowed to be president for a year. We train for 1 year as a president-elect.
Very good. And at McLean, you have a very active PTSA.
We do.
So tell us a little bit about some of the programs you've been working on.
Well, we saw the survey data come out right before the holiday season, and we saw that depression was on the rise. So we went to our principal and said, would you mind having a principal's coffee on depression? And we collaborated with her and had a wonderful speaker come in. And typically we might have at most 50 parents come in. We had about 100.
Wow.
So that's one program. And then we did a drinking program that Unified Prevention Coalition of Fairfax County, they put it together and they did an outstanding job, and we probably had 200 people come out for that. It was excellent. And then we did a dating abuse program with Safe Community Coalition. And again, it was just so powerful. And again, we had about 200 people come out.
That's a terrific, because you're using research to really guide your programs, and you referenced the survey, and that's the Fairfax County Youth
Correct.
Survey.
Correct. Yes, it's important to target the areas that are that we need to be focusing on.
And why do you think there was such interest among parents and students about these issues, depression, drinking, dating abuse?
I think parents are seeing it in their own kids. I think drinking in particular, they're sending their kids off to college soon. And one of the things that was mentioned in our program is the doubling of binge drinking. So we have a 25% rate in high school, but in college it goes up to 50%. So you know you're about ready to send your kids off into the world, and you want them not depressed, you want them not drinking, you want them to have healthy relationships.
Right. And you bring in speakers from far and wide, correct, for
Correct.
these programs?
Correct.
Tell us a little bit about some of the speakers.
Well, one of the things we do is we screen speakers at other programs to make sure they're in line with what we want. We affiliate with other nonprofits like Unified Prevention Coalition of Fairfax County and Safe Community Coalition, and they've been wonderful partners. We got our speaker through one of them for our depression program.
And is there any follow-up to these programs?
That's a good question. We are working on a follow-up depression program for the spring. We're also working on a nutrition program, and we will continue. We started with the dating abuse issue last year, so this is actually a follow-up program.
And I understand that you connect with other local PTAs in the area.
We're all friends. So Langley High School PTSA president and TJ's PTSA president are personal friends of mine. And it's not uncommon for us to pick up the phone and say, how are you guys handling this situation? We're also friends with Arlington County's PTA network. And so we'll advertise their programs and they'll advertise ours.
That's a great synergy among schools that really benefits all the school communities.
Very effective, because our parents can go to their programs and they can come to ours. We have an auditorium that seats over 600. Until every seat is filled, we want to work to help the community.
That's terrific. Now, where can people get more information about your activities?
You can go to our website, McLeanPTSA.org.
Great, wonderful. Well, thank you for being here.
Thank you.